the track.
Peace, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know, it's your boy Vic Sling Hope, and I got another Uptown story for y'all, man. This story is how one of my lokes got stabbed behind the YB beef that they had going on. You feel me? Shit was crazy. Let me get into the story though. Let me get into the whole story. So boom, previously on Yu-Gi-Oh! Nah. But yeah, remember I was telling y'all when the lokes took over the strip on Gun Hill, White Plains, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, the whole strip, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, by EV, all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? When we had the strip, I mean, that's what I mean. When they had the strip, you know what I'm saying? Like, then kind of like, you know what I'm saying? The lokes kind of allowed the YBs to kind of like be there too, because you ain't had no problems with them. I know a lot of people gonna be like, that's not what, you know, of course, everybody got their own story, but that's really what happened. The lokes controlled the strip, and we allowed certain people to be there and other people not to be there. That was just how it was. You feel me? Like, I was cool with the bosses, you know what I'm saying? I was cool with them. You know what I'm saying? So we was cool. I don't want to say we had an alliance, because a lot of times, like I said, they didn't want to get too close to the Crips. They didn't want that beef, because a lot of them used to be running. This is the facts, right? And this is how my mans end up getting stabbed, because, you know what I'm saying, they ran. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm going to get into the story, so just build with me. So, boom. So, you know, I was cool with a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to my man's BB, man, because me and BB was in the same spot, you feel me? Like, we was in the same jail, right? When I was upstate, he went upstate for something else. This is before the indictment, and I ain't gonna lie. One time I was just arguing in a mess hall with some dude. It was a dude I know, though, you feel me? Like, he always, you know, he argue. You know them people that argue and get loud, and they act like they about to do something, but it's not nothing. And then this is the first time I even noticed BB was in the spot with me, like, you feel me? And then BB was like creeping up the mess hall line, you know what I'm saying? The mess hall is like where you go get the food. So he was creeping up the mess hall line, and I seen him pulling up his greens, you feel me? You know when somebody pull up their pants, I'm like, yo, chill. So I peeped him, and I'm like, yo, chill, it's all good, homie, like, it's all good. So this one I seen that he was on the spot. But anyway, he was there. He used to be out there too, you feel me? So boom. So one day, we go, and I mentioned B because he was the only one that wanted to get off the bus one time. So boom, before I even get to the whole story, the whole running shit they used to be doing a lot of running. You know, some of them used to be standing tall, but a lot of them used to be running. So boom, one day we was on the Ave, you know what I'm saying? So we on the Ave, and this is, you know, like I said, every morning and after school, we used to just be out there, like, mainly in the mornings. So it used to be, yo, I ain't gonna hold you, the bosses used to be mad deep. Yo, it used to be like 30, 40 of them. Y'all think I'm lying, but yo, it used to be like 30, 40 of them. Mind you, it only used to be like 5 to 10 Crips. Like, no lie. But you know what I'm saying? We just, you know, we was playing a different type of game back then. You feel me? Like, we was just playing a whole different type of ball game. They was playing on whatever game they was playing. We was playing a whole different type of ball game. You know, we was coming strong. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so one day we was, you know, again, like I said, I don't want to call it an alliance, but boom. One day we was just chilling with them, and, you know, we used to be banging out too. We used to be patrolling. That's basically what we used to do. We used to patrol the turf and watch out for the ops. That's literally, like, we literally had no life. That's why when I be trying to tell y'all some of the shit that I'm telling y'all is coming from experience, man. We literally had no life. We used to cut school, and we used to just look for ops to bang on. Like, that's literally what we was taught. That's literally what we looked up to. We didn't care about making no money like that. We didn't care about, all we cared about was banging on ops and getting girls. That's it. That's all we cared about. So anyway, boom. One morning we outside, it's like about 30 some YB dudes, right? It's bad of them. Boom. It was me, probably was like 3 Crips. So we outside, so they was like, yo, they was talking about they was mobbing, they wanted to mob, right? So everybody trying to put the battery in each other back. So they like, yo, fuck that. Yo, let's go to Eden Wall. I don't know if it was my son BB. I don't know who the hell was saying this shit, but it was like, yo, let's go to Eden War. So boom. So I'm like, I'm with it. Like, mind you, I didn't really have a beef with Eden War. I know Eden War was blood or some shit. It wasn't like, no, it wasn't like I was on some faction shit. But I was just with it because a lot of my sons was bosses, like, you know what I'm saying? And I was just with the bang out. Like, on some honest shit, we was just with the bang out. And might be some bloods. Well, definitely, Eden War was blood NYG, right? So we gonna see that. So we was just with the bang out. We was like, fuck it. Like I said, we used to cut school and just get girls. Like, that's it. That's it. Cut school, bang out, bang on dudes, and get girls. So anyway, so boom. Mind you, the train station is on White Plains. So it's like, the Eden War people used to either take the 31 bus to 233rd to get on the train, or they might go all the way to the 5 line. So when the beef was cooking with the planes or whatever, it was easy to intercept them and cut them off. You feel me? Because we knew where they had to catch the train and where they was gonna get off the train and shit. So that's just the type of shit that was going on. They was playing tag basically. So boom. So we was on the hill. We like, yo, we out to 231st. So boom. Mind you, the police followed us. We left. The police was on Gun Hill too, because I told you, we done made the whole, listen, the Lokes made the whole strip hot. So the police started coming out there. The tower was out there. So the police seen this boom. I don't know if they hurt. Mind you, the police, when the indictment happened, they said they've been investigating them for years, right? Since like 07 or some crazy shit. But anyway, so I don't know. It was just mad weird. It was mad police. It wasn't mad police, but it was police on G Hill. Boom. We hop on the 41. This one, the 41 was running. We all jump on the 41. Boom. We get to 231st. You know what I'm saying? Because we were just going to camp there and just see who we was going to catch lacking. You feel me? We get to 231st. Oh, no, 233rd. I'm bugging. The police was already there. Mind you, they already there. That's how I know, like, a lot of shit be set up. Police be letting a lot of shit happen. They just be watching, collecting data, and all of that shit, right? So, boom. When we get to 233rd, the police already there. So as soon as we got off the 41 and we see the boys, the 31 bus was there. So we was like, yo, fuck it. Yo, we out to Eden War. So we just all hopped on the 31 bus. We all we had that shit packed. Like, we all jumped on the third. I remember this day like it was yesterday. But I remember I had a gray flag on my face. You know what I'm saying? So boom, I forgot it was like me and like 2 other homeboys. So we get on the bus. So boom, we riding through the G. So I'm telling dudes like, yo, let's get off the bus. Like, I'm like, yo, let's get off the bus and like mob, bro. Like, that's really mobbing. Like, we not mobbing if we on the bus. It was other people that wanted to get off the bus too. You feel me? Like, other bosses wanted to get off the bus. It was like, yo, we off the bus. But like, mostly everybody didn't want to get off the bus. Like, mostly everybody was like, nah, bro, they be having snipers on the roof. Yo, they started coming up with all type of excuses not to get off the bus. This shit was crazy and embarrassing. But anyway, so a few of us, it's like, yo, let's get off the bus, bro. Like we not, how we mob? I remember my son Shaq, he was like, how the fuck we mobbing and we on the bus? Yo, this shit was mad funny. But anyway, I'm like, word, let's get off the bus. Long story short, they didn't want to get off the bus. I was like, all right, boom. If we see anybody, like, we getting off the bus. They was like, all right, cool. Boom, we didn't see nobody. We went through the G, whatever. We got off on Eastchester and Boston Road. And then we was on Boston Road doing some stupid shit, recording and shit, and blah, 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 talking shit. And then, boom, after that, I forgot where we went. Like, I felt like the crowd just kind of dispersed. But, like, I was tight. We didn't really do nothing. We didn't catch nobody. We didn't see nobody. We didn't get off the bus. Whatever. Then there was another situation. But anyway, they just had, like, very shaky situations, right, that I just didn't really like about some of them because they just wasn't with the shits all the way. But anyway, boom. So boom, one day they come to my crib. One day my mans was YBs, you feel me? So my mans come to my crib. He told me he got cut, he got stabbed. They tried to stab him or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They had like their little beef or whatever. So he pulled up to my crib. So I'm like, he pulled up to my crib with like another boss. You feel me? So I'm like, oh, word. So I was asking my son, you feel me? So I'm gonna go outside for my son. Like, so he said like, yo, they try to cut me or whatever. So he had like a cut on his wrist type shit. So I was like, word. So I remember like, he told me they had just got into a fight. I think it was some YG dudes or whatever. I don't really know. But he was like, I was like, word. So boom. So I was like, I'm coming outside. Like, so when he came, I was like this. It was me and a few lokes. So I was like, yo, how many of them is it? So I'm asking them because, you know what I'm saying, at the time, you know what I'm saying, when I was playing with certain things, I was like, yo, I'm about to bring my shit. Like, I'm like, yo, who out there? So, like, he told me it was like 3 people. It was like 3 people and a chick. You feel me? So I was just like, all right, I don't need my shit. Like, you feel me? Like, I ain't bringing my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but some told me I should have, right? So, boom. I go outside. I drew up a whole plan of action. Like, I literally was like, all right, y'all gonna go through the front, we gonna go through the back, we gonna ambush him, get crazy. You know what I'm saying? I plotted the whole shit. We went outside with some weapons, some screwdrivers, some knives. Man, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I play with the knives, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about everybody else. But anyway, I was like, look, boom. I gave everybody their thing. We went outside. First thing my man do, one of the lokes, he goes out through the front. He start running his mouth. First of all, they already try to stab him. Like, I told him, when you get to the front, you ain't no talking, bro. Like, I was going to go through the front initially. That was going to be the whole thing. I was going to go through the front. My man was going to go through the back. And we was just going to ambush him and get crazy. He goes through the front. He starts talking. Mind you, by the time I got around the back to try to see what was going on, I seen him just running his mouth. I seen somebody sneaking up behind him. They grab him. Yo, the whole shit was just crazy. Like, you feel me? The whole plan fell apart. You know what I'm saying? Like, then the YB dudes that were there, they ran. Mind you, it was their whole beef. This whole shit was their beef. And the reason they came to my building, it was because they seen them run to my building, I think. You feel me? So the whole shit, so now they ran off, right? The whole plan crumbled because my man did some stupid shit, went out there talking. So we sitting there fighting. They run. Now is a Loke and YG situation. The bosses run. We sitting there. I'm like, man, because it was more, them dudes had more people. It wasn't just 3 people. They had like about 6 people out there. You feel me? So I was just like, these motherfuckers said it was 3 people. You feel me? So boom, and they had knives. So it's like a few of them, and like a few of them had knives. So I'm like, oh, so I'm trying to do what I could do. And I'm just like, man, why am I sitting here trying to wrestle with these people with knives and shit? Mind you, all I had was a stick. I had like a stick of a chair. You know what I'm saying? So when my mans ran, the YB dude, I pull out the stick, and so the dude backed up like, oh, so I'm trying to get, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get close to get, but he not letting me get close. Then somebody backed out a knife on me. It just got crazy, big ass commotion, right? Now, they over there snuffing my mans on the ground because they slammed them on the ground. They snuffing them. They getting, like, it just got crazy. So I'm like, man, I'm going to get the equalizer, man. Because now it's just 3 Crips and 6 of them. You know what I'm saying? And they got knives. So this is the crazy thing. We was already outnumbered, but now it's 6 of them, 3 Crips, and the YBs that were there, they ran, they did. So I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. So now I went upstairs because I was just like, you know what, fuck that. I go upstairs, which I probably should have never did that, or my man's probably would never got stabbed. I don't know, but yeah, man, I just had to go get that, man. I went, came back. By the time I came back, my man's already got stabbed, man. Like, this shit was crazy. So I was so fucking pissed off because, like, these motherfuckers ran. They left us in their situation. But this was just something that they used to constantly do, like, run. But we had, like, this policy. And it's funny because they knew this shit. They knew that we had this policy, this no running policy. And if you ran, we was going to deal with you. It didn't matter if you was Crip or not. Like, if you came for our help and we helped you and you turned around and ran and did some funny shit, we was going to jump you. Like, that was just the rules. Like, you know what I'm saying? We jumped our own members, right? Like, if our own members ran, we would jump them. We had, like, the policy. Like, you know, you getting squared. Like, you feel me? That's why a lot of dudes didn't run, because when we discipline that ass, like, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you gonna wish you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So when they did that shit, they just put us in a situation. My man's got stabbed. It was just crazy. Now it was just like, yo, so now everybody's like, what the fuck happened? Like, you feel me? Now other people was asking, like, what the fuck happened? Now it just looked crazy because we really went out there to help my mans. That was, you know, it was just crazy, man. Then they ran. So then they was trying to beat my mans up, but I know they was going to do him filthy, you feel me? And that was my man. So I was just like, yo, I'm going to do it. Like, you feel me? I did it. I punched him in the face a few times, beat him up. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't go crazy on them like I know they was going to go crazy. You feel me? But yeah, man, that shit was just like some crazy dumb shit, man. But like a lot of times, like, I fuck with them. That's why I say I fuck with them. But we didn't really fully have no alliance, because they used to just be doing wild, like, soft shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was just one of the soft situations where, like, they ran and my mans ended up getting stabbed. But anyway, just be a lot of little stories, man. And you know what I'm saying, just from being young and dumb on the Ave, man. But let me know y'all thoughts, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I felt some type of way though. I felt like, damn, I felt like part of it was my fault. I should have just went out there with the thing. Like, what are y'all thoughts though, man? Like, should we have gotten involved? Maybe we should have just never got involved. I don't know, because it was kind of, you know, I care for my friend, you feel me? And they try to stab him and do him dirty. We fucked with him, so, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. But that shit just led to my man's getting stabbed. And it just led to, like, other shit, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Y'all stay blessed out there. Peace.